everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the option play. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
And the Flames will line up on 1st and 10. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Flames pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but he gets the ball across the 10-yard line.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Heading left after the handoff. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's at the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's hit as he throws it. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Liberty. Just ran away from the defense. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First down. Looking to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Running back has it on the screen now. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Running play called on 3rd and short. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And he'll set up to throw. Comes up with the catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. Back to throw again. The ball is caught. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Makes a quick grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Handing off on the draw play. Makes the defender miss. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. On first down, it's play action. He lets it go on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Flames will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Henry. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quick.
Play coming up. It's a quick grab. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Makes a nice move there. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He fields it at the 15. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks in that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he throws his third interception of the day. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but the game moves the football to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Ready up.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, and keep those sticks moving.
The Flames looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. Over. 6-9-1, Gators score.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period.
Memphis 14, Liberty 7.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap.
Gorilla.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Flames. Here comes the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Let's bring up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Hands off to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to launch it deep again. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Liberty. It was a foot race, and he won it. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Looking to pass here. QB to the tight end for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Fighting him off. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Timeout called by the defense their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, it's Smith. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Receiver makes the catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
It's a completion, but they don't pick up the first down. So before they worry about trying to move the ball downfield and putting points on the board, they got to get the first down right here.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a fourth down completion. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Chris, I don't know. You're going for it here with a game tied on your own side of the field late in the game? Why? Play the field position game and rely on your defense. Don't give away the field position.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Look out, he's got some space.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Touchdown, Tigers, to take the lead in the final minute. Wow, what a play. What a rocket for an arm he has.
That's unbelievable to watch a guy put the ball that far into the air. You're thinking, it's got no chance to be answered, and boom, a touchdown.
Well, this is a game to remember and a fun one to call. Decided on the final play. Can't get better than that.
To watch these teams go at it and for it to come down to the final play, the final touchdown, those are the games you remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.